in these streets.
We sitting there looking at that damn timer countdown. Like, if y'all got the zone, y'all see how that number be like 3, 2, 1. I be sitting here.
Yeah. How they do that shit when they're not late. Because
Right,
the last DAZN fight, they were late as fuck, bro. They didn't even have.
Yeah.
They couldn't do the countdown.
Nah, they just had to bring the show on with the nigga in the ring. That's what I be doing. I be sitting here looking at that timer countdown like that, man. All right, man. Y'all know what it is, man. Go to 3kingsboxing.com for the latest great what's going on in the sport of boxing. And always here to help me, man, is my man 2K. What's going on, man?
Shit, another day, man. More bullshit to discuss.
Well, we got a lot of bullshit to discuss. A lot of bullshit. Some shit y'all gonna like, some shit you not. But you know what? Just like an ass whooping, right? We're gonna talk about it anyway. Right? What they say.
Trying to tell you, man, like boxing, it'll never sell you short on bullshit. Never. You go live every day and have something to talk about, and it's always gonna be some bullshit.
Oh, hell yeah, man! So let's start off. Trevor Bryan and Daniel Dubois have been ordered to fight each other. I don't know why that fight even had to be ordered, but whatever. So these guys are going to fight each other. Now, it's listed as a lot of people look at this as a crossroad fight. Now, it's kind of fucked up because one guy's undefeated and one guy only has one loss, right? But they viewing this as a crossroad fight.
Ooh,
in my opinion, yeah, I'm about to say,
I know. Let me. I got my hand raised for this shit.
Go ahead.
You know what I'm saying?
Tell the people why. Go ahead.
Because Trevor Bryan's whack, number one. And if Daniel Dubois loses to him, he whack. That's why it's a fucking crossroads fight.
Man. Oh, man. Ain't that sad? That's sad, though, right? There's only
sad,
one loss between the two of them, and these niggas is in a crossroad fight. And another reason why it's a crossroad fight, because who gives a fuck about the winner? Like, seriously, I'm being honest with you. Who gives a fuck about the winner? Because Trevor Bryan did not beat the actual champion Manuel Charlo to win that belt. Who Manuel Charlo didn't beat nobody to win the motherfucking belt. Actually Trevor Bryan fought Bermain Stavern for the vacant motherfucking title and just been hanging out right there, just about the same as Manuel Charlo.
Man, he beat Bermain Stavern. This is after Stavern got knocked out with his goddamn legs curled behind his back and shit against Deontay Wilder. He beat that Bermain Stavern, but didn't even dominate, bro.
No.
It was whack. Like he won, but it wasn't like, man, that nigga Trevor Bryan did that nigga that. No, bro. Like Bermain Stavern had his moments too. That's terrible, bro. Who the nigga he just fought? I forgot who it was, man. It was
he just fought somebody. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, it was on that. It was on the fucking Junior Makabu, the Bisu Machuno rematch.
Yeah.
Same card. Don King over there in Ohio. Nobody fucking knew about it. Yeah, he playing the limbo. MB 2.0 had Bermain Stavern playing the limbo. Yeah. But look, who did he fight? I forgot, bro.
I forgot too, dog.
That fight was whack.
Yeah, it was.
And after the fight, he's all, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Nigga, I'm here. I've been here, nigga. Yeah, going to the UK. Got a UK tour, nigga. Usyk, my motherfucking mandatory. I bust that nigga shit. I'm like, hold on. He's called Usyk? And even Don King was like, well, you know, he still got to work on. Yeah. Nigga, that's bad when your fucking promoter don't even back you on all the shit you talking, man.
Well, no, what's bad is, and I'm going to tell you why Don King backed him up. You talking about Usyk. Usyk is fighting at Wembley Stadium in Ohio. The fuck is you talking about?
In Ohio, too, bro.
In Ohio.
God,
shit, what's the best thing out there in Ohio? The Hall of Fame? What's that?
I don't even. Isn't that in Indiana, nigga?
That's in Canton. Yeah, right. That might be.
Oh shit, bro! I was surprised. I couldn't believe he was saying the things he was saying after he went the distance with that bum, bro.
Yeah.
I was like, look, man, somebody sit this old Happy Meal eating ass nigga down, man. This nigga tripping, bro. Talking about Usyk and a European tour and all this other shit. Look, man, Dubois better clean this nigga up. He better be face down, ass up like Anthony Corolla was against Loma, bro. And like you said, why did this shit need to be ordered? Dubois should have been like, shit, nigga, give me that fight. Fuck y'all, ain't gotta order this.
We don't need no negotiation period, nigga. This is
fuck it, nigga. Y'all take $10, nigga. I'll whoop this nigga ass.
Take this little trinket. Take this little trinket.
Man, there's no guarantee because he was supposed to, like you said, Trevor Bryan was supposed to fight Manuel Charlo like 4 different times around that same time that they still had Freza Kendo trying to get that Manuel Charlo belt, right? Yep. All them three had like a little love triangle going and shit with the WBA. But I don't even think it's not even guaranteed that he would have beaten Manuel Charlo, bro. Charlo's whack too. You know what I'm saying? He could have ended up. What's your boy name? The fat power puncher, man. I forgot his name now. Shit, it don't really matter because he whack. The dude that Charlo beat.
Chris Lovejoy.
Lovejoy. Shit, he was a Don King fighter too, undefeated heavyweight. That could have been Trevor Bryan. Trevor Bryan could have got his ass whooped and knocked out just like Chris Lovejoy did by Manuel Charlo, bro.
Charlo did that goddamn cartwheel and damn near killed himself.
Yes, he did. All them dudes on the same level, bro. Manuel Charlo, listen, man. I don't mean to go too far into this shit, but this shit is funny. Trevor Bryan should take the Joe Messi route, bro. Don't fight no champions. Just fight for that NABO, WBA interim, NABA,
NABA,
USBA. Just get them type IBO. No, not the IBO. That might be a little too rough for the nigga. Not that one.
That's a little bit close to a real championship title.
Yeah, that's close to a real one, dog. Stay away from the IBO.
I don't think the IBO would allow that nigga to hold that shit. No. Give us our shit back. Give us our shit back.
Oh, my goodness, man. Oh, man. Shout out to Shay Dub with the $4.99 sticker. Appreciate that. Man, dog, that shit. Hey, bro, I'm sorry. I don't mean to go in on this nigga, man. Some of y'all out there think Trevor Bryan's y'all's favorite fighter or whatnot. But damn, man, we got to be realistic.
Who? Hey. No. Anybody out there think Trevor Bryan's your favorite heavyweight? Please tell me what fight made him your fucking favorite, and are you a relative? Them the only two things you can tell me, my nigga. Like nigga, you live someplace where internet does not exist, and the only thing you got was that one fight.
Yeah, look, every fighter got a fan base, bro. So there's some niggas out there hiding behind rocks. Like, I like Trevor Bryan. Somebody out there saying that. I'm just saying, bro.
Nigga just saying that to get him some pussy or something. I don't know. Nigga don't mean that shit when he say that. That's not something you mean when I'm sorry, dog. That's not something you mean when you say, man.
Yeah, I hear that shit, bro. I hear that shit. Oh, man. My bad, Trevor. I didn't mean to go in on you like that, dog. Hey, man, keep it up, man. Keep doing your thing, bro. Keep doing your thing. Just stay away from that IBO. Exactly, Virtuoso. He said Michael Hunter is IBO material. Exactly. And Michael Hunter will whoop that nigga's ass. Even though Hunter looked bad in his last fight, I still pick him over Trevor Bryan.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. I would too, man. I would too. But at the end of the day, it's fucked up because whoever wins is still going to be irrelevant because nobody cares about that belt. No. Unfortunately. No. In that division, nobody cares about that belt. So, Daniel Dubois, good luck. Trevor Bryan. That's all I can say. All right, man, let's move on. We're killing this thing.
That's not right, bro. He didn't ask for this. And he didn't do nothing wrong, man. That's fucked up, man. Y'all niggas should be ashamed of yourselves. Everybody in the chat and you, bro.
Hey, man, I'm 50, nigga. I'm good on this shame part. I look in the mirror and see this right here in this stomach and shame goes away. Sometimes you got to be good with what you got.
I hear you, bro.
All right, man. So real quick, man. This one is definitely going to be quick. So everybody already know that Canelo Alvarez is going to fight Dimitri Ball and Gennady Golovkin, but don't sleep on it. Canelo aspiration wanting to be a 5-division champion is not going to go away. He could possibly fight Junior Makabu at the end of the year if Makabu still has the belt by the end of the year, which he probably should. I don't see nobody bumping at the chip to fight.
When is Canelo fighting Golovkin? When is that supposed to happen?
September.
So you think he was squeezing Makabu in like December, November?
I think he would squeeze him in December.
Mm.
Squeeze that nigga in, bounce that nigga out 1 or 2 rounds.
Shit, right, yeah. It would be that quick. Squeeze him in,
Hell
bounce him
yeah,
out.
shit. I don't see the nigga suffering in the Golovkin fight. I don't see the nigga. He might bounce that nigga
He
around.
might knock Golovkin out. Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, he'd be like, you know what? You know what? I want to be a 5-division champion. How about this? The zone, do something under the table, sneaky, real sneaky, and give me the.
The zone come out. We failed to announce it was actually a 3-fight deal.
Yeah.
Oops, my bad. It was a 3-fight deal, not a 2-fight deal. That's fucked up, man.
Hey, man, they could possibly do that, man. I mean, like I said, man, this ain't something to go deep on. I just want to just put that out there. Like, I could see Canelo Alvarez actually doing this body, like, because he got a lot of flack when it first came out, right? Then of course Mutubu was like, "No, I'm not. No, I know step aside. Step aside, no." Nigga,
what the fuck? Did he say step aside? I will step aside. Fuck that. I get my WC belt and I put it right around the waist like this.
I can't get jiggy with this shit.
For real.
So you had that, but I'm serious, man. I don't think Canelo's gonna let that go. And if there's a way he can become a fight, because he's trying to be the greatest Mexican fighter of all time, and in his mind, him becoming a 5-division champion in a 5th division cements it. So I can see him not letting that go, man. What's your quick thoughts on this? Like, I already know.
Yeah, they're gonna be real quick. Hey, the thing is, it's good you put it out there because I've seen a lot of real boxing fans rejoicing that the Bisu Machuno stepped in and said, "Nah, man, I'm you know what I'm saying, I want to exact my mandatory." A lot of real boxing fans were rejoicing. A lot of Canelo fans didn't really give a fuck because they knew the shit was whack to begin with. You see what I'm saying? Don't treat me like animal, right? Exactly, MD 2.0. Hey, stop commenting, nigga. I'm trying to get my expert analysis, and you come in here with that shit, bro. Oh man, don't treat me like animal,
Eddie.
But nah, bro. Like, nah. At the end of the day, man, like he a lot of fans were rejoicing. A lot of Canelo fans were just like, whatever. They didn't think the fight should have happened anyway. They just want to see Canelo win, and they want to see Canelo build up his accolades. That's all they give a fuck about anyway, right?
Yep.
So when that shit didn't come to fruition, Canelo fans were just like, whatever. Well, who's he fighting in? Whatever, right? At the end of the day, that does not mean Canelo can't say, like Bo said, end of this year. I would think more so first quarter, end of first quarter next year. You know what I'm saying? That he's announcing he's fighting Makabu like May something. You know what I'm saying? In the first quarter, beginning of second quarter next year. I could see that happening, bro. And he could do that, and it wouldn't matter, right? Just like it didn't matter earlier when he announced it. It was going forward. The only reason why it didn't happen is because Machuno stepped in. Now nobody's there to step in. And then it doesn't matter if Makabu fights or not. Bo said he may or may not still have his title. Yeah, he's going to have his title. He's probably going to be inactive. You know what I'm saying? Just like he was inactive when they announced it the first time.
He was inactive before Machuno stepped in.
Yeah. Look, Machuno was inactive. WBC ain't going to put no pressure on him. Boxing fans definitely not going to put no fucking pressure on him. They don't even know who the fuck he is. So nobody's really going to be. Nigga, the press that we gave Machuno these last couple of months is the most press this nigga's ever gotten from an American media source, bro. No other media source in America was giving Makabu so much fucking press. And I didn't have a problem with the shit because I like the guy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but at the end of the day, after, everything subsided, he fought Machuno and should have lost the goddamn fight. After that, he's back to being irrelevant. So nobody's going to put pressure on Makabu to actually fight somebody sometime this year or before next year or whatever. Nobody's going to put pressure on him. WBC's not going to put pressure on him. He could be inactive, just chilling with like 18 African bitches. You know what I'm saying? And wait for the call for Canelo. He can do that. He can. And nobody's going to say nothing, bro. Nobody's going to say nothing. So it don't even matter, bro. So you're right. As quickly as this shit came about, it could come back around just as quickly, bro. So Bo's right about that.
Yeah, man. So hey, y'all heard it here first, right? So when y'all heard it here.
Yeah.
we told y'all heard it right here, man. All right, man. Moving on. This one is a personal favorite of mine. The heavyweight division has been saved by Tyson Fury and Oleksandr Usyk. Now you guys will be like, "What do you mean the heavyweight division been saved? There was fights going on." I'm not talking about fights, motherfucker. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the monopoly that we had going on during the era when everybody wanted to see Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder. Nothing else was moving in the heavyweight division. Nobody else was being fucking talked about. As a matter of fact, you motherfuckers want to see this so bad. They damn near robbed Tyson Fury in the first fight to make sure the fight happens.
Yeah, man.
They said, "Hey, it's a draw." Now Deontay Wilder just wasn't smart enough to move the fuck on. Because remember Eddie Hearn was like, "Let's make the fight. Let's make the fight. Let's make the fight right now."
Eddie Hearn jumped up immediately. Oh, hey, I put you on the zone, mate. He was trying to do everything he could. He was trying to do everything he could. That's a good point you made. Not to interrupt you, but you're absolutely right. That's a good point you made, bro. He should have. I mean, I can't fault Deontay Wilder for taking a rematch.
Yeah.
But business-wise, it would have been better for him to move on. Absolutely.
Yeah, it definitely would have been better for him to move on. But when you look at how toxic of an environment that was with Anthony Joshua fan base and Deontay Wilder fan base, that was a toxic environment. So much so to the point you couldn't say nothing negative or positive about either fighter, and you're labeled as a Bomb Squad fan, or you're a Joshua fan, or you know. And personally, me, when you look at now the fact that you got Usyk. Now, of course, some of y'all are going to say, well, Andy Ruiz beat him. Listen, man, motherfuckers knew Andy Ruiz was a fluke. We knew that wasn't the best Josh. As a matter of fact, my man saw the nigga in Miami. That was the wrong thing for that nigga to be doing.
Yeah, exactly, bro. I was out there. I saw what that nigga was doing. He was not training.
Right. So we knew after that fight, yeah, man, he going to go train and beat this motherfucker. I'm not sure he beats Oleksandr Usyk in a rematch. Now, I don't know about right now because of the situation with Usyk, but it definitely puts the division in a totally different light, because we could have Tyson Fury versus Oleksandr Usyk. Tyson Fury may fight Anthony Joshua, or Dylan White. We could have Dylan White fight Usyk, or Dylan White fight Joshua. It's so many variables there that like that win to me opened up the division instead of monopolizing with just talks and all that just unnecessary fucking goddamn it negativity that was going on during the whole Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder era. It's okay to like a fighter, dog. Just because you like a fighter, or just because you criticize a fighter, don't mean that you suck, or it doesn't mean that you hate a fighter. Damn, man, I can't get my fucking opinion about a guy. If a motherfucker's whack, he's whack. You like him, that's good for you.
Right.
What the fuck?
To each his own. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be like, yeah, I mean, you like whack niggas. I mean, that's not a. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, that's not an insult. It's true, shit. People just got to take shit with a grain of salt, bro.
Yeah.
You like whack niggas. It's all right.
I particularly think it was good Tyson Fury won, because what Deontay Wilder was portraying as a heavyweight it wasn't in my honest opinion, wasn't positive for the sport of boxing. He was just making it like all he had to do was be a nigga that could knock niggas out. That's it. No. You need a lot more than that.
Right.
A lot more than that, man. A lot more than that, man. What's your take on that, man? How do you feel about Tyson Fury and Oleksandr Usyk and what they've been able to do as far as changing the narrative of the heavyweight division?
Well, Usyk more so than Tyson Fury, in my opinion, because Usyk was a guy that a lot of people doubted. You know what I'm saying? Even coming up from cruiserweight, he was the undisputed champion. He was like, "Yeah, I'm going to heavyweight now. I'm undisputed here." Never ever said that he would stick around and defend his undisputed status. He never made that call. He always said, "I'm going to heavyweight." That was always his goal. People knew that was what was next when he won the WBSS, and they doubted the fuck out of him. Myself and several others, not in the minority, of course, that were saying, "Hey, when he goes up, he's going to beat Anthony Joshua." We were in the minority. You know what I'm saying? We already know about the WBO rule where he's going to go up and become mandatory, possibly the number one contender anyway for Anthony Joshua. We knew all that. And we knew Anthony Joshua was going to be that fight that gets him a title. You see what I'm saying? So the fact that he was able to bring all that to fruition, right, that is what changed up everything, in my opinion. Tyson Fury's out the door any goddamn way. I feel that if you put it this way, because if, let's say, Tyson Fury actually lost all 3 of those fights to Deontay Wilder, right?
Yeah.
Wilder was still going to fight. You know, I see what my man the Texan is saying. He said it was holding up the division. I don't think it was holding up the division. What it was doing was it became the only narrative in the division. I think you mentioned that, Bo.
Yeah.
It became the only fucking narrative. Like nobody else was talked about. It was just Joshua Wilder. Well, it wasn't holding anything up, right? Wilder was actually still fighting. You know, niggas we didn't care about, but he was still fighting. I'm saying.
No, hold on. I have to correct you. He was struggling.
You're struggling against niggas we didn't care about, right. With the exception of Luis Ortiz, right? We cared about him. Other than that, nobody else. Right?
And that struggle was expected.
And that struggle was expected because he struggled against fucking Spilka and fucking I don't even remember the other guys. Johan Duhopis, Eric Molina. He struggled against them, but he was still fighting.
Yeah.
Josh was still fighting. We just were sitting there like, when the fuck are these two gonna fight? And that became all we cared about as fans, right? Mm-hmm. And that became the narrative in the media. When are these two niggas gonna fight? Mm-hmm. Well, when they got beat, it opened up everything. We started talking about Tony Yoka and Frank Sanchez, right?
Yeah.
We start talking about Philip Hargovich and all these other guys. They start coming into the fray. Now they become more of a narrative. Now it becomes, okay, is Tyson Fury going to go for undisputed, right? Yeah. Oleksandr Usyk wins. That shit just flipped the goddamn heavyweight division on its head.
Oh yes, you know what? That's a very good point, and you're right, because nobody expected, except for us. And all you got to do is go back to when Usyk fought here in Chicago. Me and my man went live, and we talked about that. Right?
Exactly.
If you look at what he did, you're absolutely right, because the narrative when Anthony Joshua lost to Andy Ruiz was, "Hey man, Joshua gonna come back and win." The narrative when he lost Usyk was, I don't think he beat him.
Yeah. And the thing is that if Andy Ruiz winning, it still flipped shit around, because they were talking about Ruiz, Wilder, Ruiz, this guy, Ruiz, that guy, right? They were talking about that, but we all knew that Ruiz had to adhere to that goddamn rematch clause, just like Usyk has to. We all knew that. You know what I'm saying? And it was more of a situation where if Ruiz wins this rematch, you know how many fights can be made? That's what they were saying. Mm-hmm. So it was already happening before, it was actually submitted that Ruiz was a champion without having any obligations as the champion. See what I'm saying? Yeah. That narrative was already in place. Now Usyk it's in place for Usyk now. The only thing with Usyk, we don't know when he's coming back. So there might be some situations where he might get stripped. You know what I'm saying? It'd be fucked up for the organizations to do that, given his situation. But hey, I've seen worse. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they stripped a nigga and tried to make him go to war. So at the end of the day, bro, they could do that same shit to Usyk. So am I lying? That's like what happened. So
they stripped one nigga and made him go to war, and they told the other nigga in order to keep his belt, he had to go to war.
Right. So at the end of the day, they could do that shit to Usyk, bro. Straight strip him because of what he's doing over there and his inactivity over here. That can happen. Yeah. But with Usyk beating Joshua for sure, bro, they was talking about Usyk Frank Sanchez. I've had several discussions about that I didn't even start. Niggas came to me with that. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers came to me with that shit, bro.
So that wasn't a narrative I created.
I didn't even create the shit, bro. Motherfuckers came to me. Hey man, what you think about Usyk Frank Sanchez? You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
I believe I won't go out and say that that their wins saved the heavyweight division.
Okay.
But it did allow more heavyweights to get more of the spotlight than just this goddamn Wilder Joshua fight when that shit's gonna happen.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I mean, hell, think about it. Fucking, we was able to see the resurgence of Robert Helenius when that nigga beat
Robert Helenius thing came out of nowhere, bro.
And it came out of nowhere on niggas, right?
Helenius.
The emergence of Robert Helenius. We just seen that nigga, the Nordic warrior.
This nigga said Nordic. Oh man, this nigga said Nordic.
Was this live?
Oh yes, man, bro. He separated them two syllables, nigga. Nordic. That's fucked up, bro. Leave Helenius alone, man. He beat Adam Kaunaki. Not once, but twice.
So yeah, all right, man. Woo, baby, this next one is finna be good and long. God
Yeah,
damn.
it's gonna take up the rest of the time, bro.
I know y'all thinking, damn, they shot by shit. No, motherfucker, this last one right
You got a
here.
little time to go, bro. Like 3 topics and one from one motherfucker.
Nigga, pop your popcorn, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Pop your popcorn. Get your cigarette out. Get your drinks ready, motherfucker. This is about to get good. Jermell Charlo. This motherfucker had diarrhea of the mouth. He went the fuck off. So much shit to talk about. The nigga went off on the WBC and the clean boxing program. The nigga obviously has more confidence in his brother beating David Benavidez than his brother has and doing this goddamn self. The nigga claimed he ain't interested in fighting mandatories. What the fuck I like fighting mandatory? And then this motherfucker said he would fuck Terence Crawford up. He needs to stay at 147 and take care of his business there. Don't be bringing his ass up to 154.
Repeat that. He said what? What did he say about Terence?
He'd fuck him up.
Damn. Oh, that nigga to, hey man, you better pay attention to Errol Spence.
Yeah. Right.
Come over here fucking with me, nigga.
You better make your bones down there, nigga.
Damn. I have not seen Terence Crawford respond yet at all. I haven't seen it. Maybe y'all have. I have not seen Terence Crawford respond, bro.
But you know, knowing Terence Crawford, he like, oh, little nigga. You know how Terence Crawford be acting sometimes.
Yeah, he do be doing that shit.
Oh, this nigga, this puppy
yeah.
talking.
Fucked up.
Little puppy talking, motherfucker. Come talk to me when you become undisputed.
That's fucking right. Yeah, that's probably what he could say. Nigga, you couldn't even become undisputed, motherfucker. You had a draw.
Hold on. You can't wait. You gotta stop that. Yo. Nigga can't do nothing. Nigga, you can't do nothing right. You want me to show you how it's done? Check my recipe. Check my recipe, nigga.
Crawford better not say that shit because I jump on a nigga quick. You ain't gonna show nobody how it's done, at least not at 147, nigga. You show us at 140.
Say, hey, at least the nigga's doing it.
Yeah, right. You're right about that.
The nigga ain't letting the cross the street business fuck him up, is he? Hey, Virtuoso, that's them. That ain't us. That's them niggas, man. Hey, my man always say these niggas need PR people. That's them.
Yeah, I said it on several occasions, man. They need to have somebody doing their Twitter, Instagram, their Facebook, and they need somebody speaking for them. Yeah. These niggas are dumb, bro. No disrespect. Well, fuck, it is disrespect. These niggas dumb.
Well, fuck it is.
Fuck it, man.
Yeah, this nigga, wait a minute, man. This the same motherfucker that told goddamn Jerry Heard, I'll kill you and your bitch.
He
nigga slapping phones out of motherfucker's hand. Man, fuck yeah, you goddamn right, he finna get it. Are you serious?
He did say that, bro. I'll kill you and your bitch. I don't know why the fuck. I'm sorry, man. That would have been me. Them ain't no nigga. Well, you know, Jared Hurd a little nigga, so he's tall, but he's little. So I always project myself, you know what I'm saying, and my body type on these little niggas, bro. So
can't do that.
Yeah, you can't do that, bro. No, never mind. My bad, bro. Go ahead, man.
Well, let's break this down one by one. I don't even know where to start. I'm gonna start with the WBC. Now he's put them on blast, and he said that they only had one drug test leading up to that fight. Then when he inquired about it, they said, oh, well, you were supposed to put in a request in a month ago. Here's where, as much rambling as Jermell Charlo did, here's where I agree with Jermell Charlo. He's absolutely fucking right. Because according to the program, once you're in the program, they could randomly test you at any fucking time. They ain't say shit about requesting it. As a matter of fact, you got to be in a program to even be in a fucking rankings. Right? So according to the program, what do you mean I had to put in a request? A request for what? The fuck are you talking about? All these title defenses I had, you motherfuckers never told me this before. Nigga, I've been up here, I've been up here holding your motherfucking title. You niggas never told me that before. See? So I definitely agree with him that the WBC did fuck up. Now, as far as I'm saying it was something shady and all that, I'm not gonna get into that. But I am gonna look at the WBC and say, man, y'all motherfuckers got to do better, because you can't be out here saying that, hey, we are about a clean we have a clean box program, we're about their program. And then you got a guy out here, which Mauricio Sullivan has not responded, but you got a guy here saying, hey, man, for my fight, these motherfuckers only came around and tested one time.
It's not even a guy, bro. It's one of their more popular champions. You know what I'm saying? Everybody knows the Charlo name, whether you like him or dislike him. You know who he is. And he's been holding their belt for, 3-4 years now or so, right? So He's not just some guy. This is a popular champion that is saying what he's saying about your organization. They got to do better, 100%.
Yeah, 100 motherfucking percent, man. What I would love to know is this: if you're Mauricio Suleiman and you hear this, what do you say? What do you like? What do you say other than my bad, nigga? What?
Just put out a press release basically talking about what your organization does with VADA, right?
Okay.
And what you guys strive to do. It's just the usual, easy. Fucking easy. This is what we strive to do. I mean, we worked with VADA in 2000XX, and ever since that date, we've been striving to make boxing a more clean and respectable sport, and that's what we continue to do to this day. And end quote. Done. Press release over. That's all you gotta do.
That's all you gotta
Take
do.
the basic. People will be like, "Oh man, that nigga Charlo tripping, man. Y'all read what?" That's exactly what they're gonna do, bro.
You're right.
Y'all read what Solomon said, man. That nigga Charlo tripping, man. That's how easy it is to alleviate bullshit in boxing because fans are so gullible.
No, you're right. Solomon is gonna do this. This is like what he's gonna do. Okay, I heard the concerns of our great champion, Charlo, and we look into this here at the WBC. We strive to make this a great sport. Remember, my father had this. We never had boxing. We never had program in boxing before. So we have it now. It's a growing thing. Things change all the time. It's a growing thing. Mistakes will be made. Okay, exactly. It is unfortunate. It will make mistakes will be made, but we are here to continue, and we will continue to do our best for the sport of boxing and our champions. That's
right. To be honest with you, they don't even got to do this. It's just one motherfucker saying this, bro. Really?
Yeah, that's
so if they had 5-6 of their fucking champions corroborating Jermell Charlo, then that's a different story. That's when you got to come out with something. But even in this case, just him, man, fuck that nigga. Keep moving.
Yep.
Really all they could do. He talking about I'm mad at y'all WBC. Well, if you're mad, drop the belt then, nigga.
No, 2K, come on now. He ain't that nigga, ain't that man.
Just saying, bro.
Hey,
he's the one that said it. I'm mad at y'all. The fuck?
Hey, I agree 1,000%. He had to say he was mad. He could have said, "Man, I'm dropping the belt because y'all on bullshit." That's all he could have did.
Yeah, man, you're right. He's not about that. So if you're not about that, then what's the point? You could have spoke up with the WBC. There's no need to bring that into the media unless you're really about to do something. See what I'm saying? If your goal is to put the WBC on blast, right, and you decide to go to the media with that, that means that is your mission at that moment in time, is to expose the WBC. And what comes with that mission is you don't do business with this organization anymore. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. These niggas need PR people, bro. They need them to tell them, hey, don't say that. Don't say that. You know what I'm saying? But before he did the interview with my man Bryan Custer, shout out to my man Bryan Custer. He supports Three Kings heavily. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my mans. But before he sat down with Bryan Custer and did the fucking interview, right? He should have had a PR person there. Hell, Bryan Custer could have did it with him. All right, man. So what we gonna talk about, man? There's questions I got. And then he would have said what he said. Bryan should be like, no. It ain't Bryan's job, but somebody, a PR person should have been like, nah, bro, not that. Nah, not that. Not that. Like, it's been like, nigga, are you leading a revolution against the WBC? Nah, nigga, I ain't doing that. I just want to talk some shit. Nah, bro, don't say that. Unless you leading a revolution, don't say that, bro. Nah, leave it alone, bro. Leave it alone. I'm just saying. So the nigga said what he said, right? And it might have been with good intent to let boxing fans know that some corruption is going on in boxing, but we already fucking know this. What change are you going to make? And he ain't making no change because he's still holding the belt. So whatever. That's basically what I'm doing with that. Oh, thanks, man. Thanks for the info.
I 100% agree, and you're 100% right. If you ain't gonna do nothing about it, then the fuck you bring it up for? You know what I'm saying? That's like a woman. That's like a woman talking about something. I should leave. When you leaving? Well, I can't leave right now. Well, bitch, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I'm hungry. Here we go, dog. It's coming. That 2K, God damn it. He's a misogynist. I got a lot of women that listen to this shit. It's weird, bro. It is what it is, though, man. I'll be talking shit like that, but I'll just be joking, man. Go ahead,
man,
bro.
you don't know the difference between us joking and what's real. There's something wrong with you. Ain't shit wrong with us.
My
All
wife
right.
be listening to this shit.
So hey, so he also said, so we finna check the boxes on this because this nigga, like I said, nigga was tripping. He also said, my brother will beat David Benavidez. My brother, he'll beat David Benavidez. How come your brother don't feel that fucking way?
Right. Your
Because
brother
Benavidez out here calling this nigga a pussy and every motherfucking thing else.
Hey, real that see. I don't know, man. Like, listen, man. I just hate being that dude that sits back and says, man, let a nigga do that or let somebody say that. I hate doing that, bro. You know what I'm saying? We call them the wooded kids. Like, if you was in this situation, you would do this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's real though, bro. I can't express it any further. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't have another way of expressing this. I'm not gonna let no man call me a pussy, man. It's to my face. You know, and in this situation, bro, you both are fighters, and there's legitimate beef there between these two guys. If you guys, whoever's listening and whoever listens to the playback, if you have been a fighter, right? If you have been in the sport of boxing as an amateur, or you sniffed a little bit of the pros, or even sniffed a little bit of the amateur ranks, right? You understand that when you're in the gym, certain things should not be said. You see what I'm saying? Now, boxing's a brotherhood, and you understand inside that brotherhood, certain things should not be said, right? I'm going to tell y'all something that a lot of boxing fans throw around out there, that inside the boxing brotherhood as fighters, they won't say to one another unless they're really trying to fight each other. And that is that one fighter is scared of another fighter. They won't say that.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You ain't calling nobody no pussy, no bitch. None of that's going on in the brotherhood, bro. Because in the brotherhood, they all understand that fighters are not the average person. We don't have the same fucking mentality. You see what I'm saying? While the average person's like, well, hold on. It's getting a little rough in here. Let's do a little talk. While they're doing that, us as fighters, we're like, nah, nigga, let's get this shit on. Nigga, let's do this shit. Right. And we're really doing it. After a fight, I done fought so many niggas that after the fight, me and that nigga became friends. You know what I'm saying? That's happened to me several times in my life, bro. And this is street fights, right? It's the same thing in boxing. So they understand that the mentality is different, and they support one another in terms of, hey, this guy's not scared of another guy. If you really listen, like even Terence Crawford said it. Terence Crawford told you, I don't think Errol Spence is scared of me. He said
he did. He said, yeah, he did.
You see what I'm saying? So that's a good example of that. They understand that shit. So one thing you don't tell another fighter is you a bitch, you a pussy, or you scared or you're ducking. You don't say that. Nigga, David Benavidez violated like 2 or 3 of those goddamn Jermell needs to fight this man, bro.
I agree.
Like, I'm fighting that dude. Like, I'm like, all right, man. When they're both PBC, under the PBC banner, right? They need to get that shit popping, bro. For real. Live on Showtime. Live on Fox. Whatever it is. Pay-per-view, whatever. Y'all need to get that shit cracking, bro. For real. Because that real talk, David Benavidez ain't doing shit at 168 and is damn near out of the division because he's having trouble making weight. And Jermell ain't doing shit. Jermell Charlo ain't doing shit at 160. You see what I'm saying? He's fighting dudes that knocked out a motherfucking James Kirkland, ain't been in the ring in 2 years. Right? And having trouble with him, by the way. So he's not doing anything at 160. He's waiting around down there. Won't fight Demetrius Andrade. So that unification's out. And then he already knows Gennady Golovkin's not going to fight him.
Yeah.
So what are you doing down there? You just hanging out? Right? Millie's Zycanobots, he said, this Charlo McGee fight finna happen? No!
Did you notice how that wasn't in the title?
McGee ain't fighting that nigga. Nope.
Did you know?
Now, they might try to force it. Who knows? But listen, Munguia can, as the mandatory, right? Because he's number 1 WBC and number 1 WBO.
He sure
right?
Is.
The WBC could be like, all right, we're ordering Charlo versus Munguia. Munguia can turn that down. And Charlo gets to keep his belt. It's not Charlo turning it down. It's Munguia. Munguia could be like, no, I'm not ready for that. I don't want to fight him. Hell, Usyk did that. Remember when the WBO was going to mandate Joshua? Usyk came out and was like, oh, I'm not ready for that yet. Not yet.
Yep.
That was after Chaz Witherspoon. Or Clarence, that I like to call that nigga. Clarence Witherspoon, bro.
How you do that, man, like that?
Nigga Clarence Witherspoon, bro.
That's fucked up, man.
Right? It was after that shit. So he ended up fighting Derek Chisora. But he came out as the challenger and was like, no, you ain't got to mandate that. I'm not ready yet. I'll be ready later. You know what I'm saying? I'll be ready later. Don't worry about that.
Yep.
Munguia could do the same thing. And Oscar De La Hoya, and they'll probably do that.
They did it once, though.
They did do it once. Good point, bro. Good fucking point.
They was like, hey, we won't fight Charlo, but we'll fight Server every inch.
Good fucking point. Sure did. We won't fight Charlo, but that nigga gave Rosado, though. Yeah, that's a good fight. Gave Rosado. That's a good fight right there, man. Niggas at the Golden Boy headquarters. That never actually occurred to us. Gabe Rosado was a great fight.
That's a traditional rivalry, Puerto Rico versus Mexico.
Man.
Wow. This just fell in our laps.
Right. Come on, dog. Not a soul on earth called for fucking Munguia Rosado. Not a fucking soul, bro. You know what I'm saying? So he's making moves like that. They can mandate him. He's not fighting Charlo or fucking Demetrius Andrade. So at the end of the day, Charlo, take your ass up to 168. Drop the fucking belt. Ain't nothing there for you. Go to 168. You got Canelo still hanging around there. You might get something there. Benavidez is there. You got Caleb Plant was talking shit too. Caleb Plant said he beat Jermell Charlo recently.
He sure did.
He was talking shit too.
Yeah,
go whoop up on Caleb Plant's ass and take his girl, bro. You know what I'm saying?
That's fucked up.
I'm just saying, nigga.
Bring it back to the black side. That's fucked up.
That's fucked up. I didn't say that. That's fucked up, bro. That's fucked up, bro. I'm just saying. That's the shit he should be doing. Much more shit at 168 than 160, bro. And much more opportunities for and we talked about this. If these guys want to fight Canelo, they have to. It's just going to be a situation where they're going to have to fight each other. You have to corner Canelo. Yeah. You can't force this nigga to look at you. You got to corner him. Yeah. Look at Demetrius Andrade. This nigga been trying to force this motherfucker for 10 years. You can't do it. You have to corner Canelo, bro. So, Charlo, go fight Benavidez. Hell, fight Andre too. Stop talking about you black card him, nigga. Jermell said it, but you know what I'm saying.
I know exactly what you mean.
Jermell was cool with that shit, bro. Stop talking about black card and nigga using the wrong terminology and go fight the dude, bro. Because at the end of the day, that will give you the opportunity to possibly corner Canelo, bro. Yeah. Right? You'll have the fans more so on your side. Fans will come out. If he beats Benavidez and if he were to beat fucking Demetrius Andrade, I'm telling you right now, 2K is telling y'all right now, bro, fans in droves will be like, Canelo better fight Charlo. Even Canelo fans would say it, bro.
Yeah.
Because the main argument that they have right now, which is the stupidest shit ever, because Yilder Bum and Rocky Fielding didn't fight nobody either. But it's the main argument they have for these guys. Who they beat? It's the first thing I see. Mm-hmm. Who they beat? Huh? Those are these niggas talk like that, bro. Like I imagine they sound like that, bro. Huh? Well, who they beat? Huh? They didn't beat nobody. No, they didn't beat nobody. Shut the fuck up, nigga. Yilder Bum didn't beat nobody either. Nope. Rocky Fielding beat Tyrone fucking Zooge, nigga. That's it. And Tyrone Zooge ain't nobody. I saw that nigga working at the fucking grocery store a couple days ago. Fuck out of here. But that's still the goddamn narrative they're going to have for these dudes. So at the end of the day, just go fucking fight each other then. That's how you corner him. Narrative dissipates. And then it's a situation where fans are going to be like, you need to fight this guy. Nothing left for Jermell at 160. I'm just saying, bro.
No, there's plenty left. It's just nothing there that like Jermell knows Gennady Golovkin's not going to fight him. Like he's always known that, right? He's always known that fucking he couldn't get a fight with Ryoto Murata, right? The only thing that was out there for him was Andrade, and he, like you said, his brother black carding him and shit, not going to make that fight happen. So at the end of the day, him talking about Canelo, it was not going to happen. Nobody has tried to, and this is where I agree with you at, and I want to put some emphasis on this. No one has tried to corner Canelo Alvarez like Andrade. Andrade went to the WBO and said, "Hey man, this nigga's my mandatory. Order my mandatory."
Yep.
They said, we'll get around to it, man. Don't worry about it. Just hold on to the belt. Be happy you're a champion. He went back. Hey, order the fucking mandatory. All right, man, this nigga get on there. Take the belt off of him. Take it off of him. Take it off of that nigga.
Yep.
Why y'all take the belt? You ain't fight your mandatory.
Sad, bro. Just stupid shit, bro. Just stupid shit, bro.
Oh, they did to him.
Yeah, stupid shit, bro.
Think about it. They did that to him. Then he goes to 160. Grab a belt. Canelo Alvarez beats Daniel Jacobs after beating Golovkin, has 3 belts. Canelo Alvarez is one fight away from being the first ever undisputed middleweight champion of the 4-belt era. Go look it up. There's never been an undisputed middleweight champion of the 4-belt era. Had an opportunity to be the first. He could have been undisputed 2 motherfucking divisions.
Man, hey, I'm telling y'all right now. Y'all know how much I get on Canelo. Man. I'm telling y'all right now. I told y'all niggas in fucking May of 2019.
Well, we was
in Las Vegas covering the Daniel Jacobs fight. The day before the fight, I said, if Canelo beats Jacobs, which we knew he was, and then goes and beats Andrade, becomes undisputed, then moves up to 168 and gets undisputed there, he's the greatest Mexican fighter of all time. I said that shit.
Sure did.
3 years ago, bro. But he ducked Demetrius Andrade once again.
Yep. Yeah.
And then did the second half of what I said he needed to do. But if he would have just beat Andrade, it would have been whatever, man.
I agree.
Whatever, man.
And then to show you again, this is all about. Then to show you how protected the nigga is, Andrade said, "All right, fuck it. I'm invoking my right as a champion below to come up and fight the champion above." You know, kind of like how Usyk was going to do. They said, "Well, you have to fight Zach Parker.
Oh my God,
fight him for the interim, and we'll see how it goes." Like, nigga, stop. Hey, Demetrius Andrade, give up, nigga. At this point, nigga, give up, nigga. God damn. But nobody has chased this motherfucker like Andrade. He's not getting the fight. So I agree 100%. And I've said this. I say, hey, man, if y'all fight each other, if Andrade, think about it. And see, they're so concerned about making the money. I don't think what Andrade's about the money. It's about proving he can beat this motherfucker.
No, bro. They're going to make. This is what I'm trying. Listen, man. Yeah. If he didn't have no problem with the money he made fighting Yildirim and Rocky Fielding, he makes way more money fighting Andrade. Nobody can tell me that he won't. Yep. You can't fucking tell me he won't make more money fighting Andrade than Yildirim and Rocky Fielding. You can't tell me that. That's bullshit, right? You also, in my opinion, won't be able to tell me that he won't make more money fighting Andrade than Caleb Plant. Yes, he would. Callum Smith, I don't know about that one because the UK, the country behind Callum Smith at that time. But Caleb Plant, yes, he would. Caleb Plant didn't have that big-ass backing here in America. No, he did not. Actually, Caleb Plant and Demetrius Andrade was more of a popular fighter than fucking Caleb Plant. People were doubting Caleb Plant because he didn't fight anybody to get the belt, right? Yep. He fought Usyk Victories, but Usyk Victories was given that belt because James DeGale didn't want to fight him. So when James DeGale didn't want to fight him, the IBF stripped James DeGale and gave it to Usyk Victories. He didn't fight anybody for it, right? Yep. And then here comes Caleb Plant fighting Usyk Victories. And then his 2 defenses was finger, butt, and a tax attorney. He didn't have that backing, bro.
No.
He did not have that fucking backing. So Andrade was more of a popular fucking fighter than Caleb Plant was, bro. Mm-hmm. All right. Then on top of that, Eddie Hearn is putting that dough down. because Canelo was already with DAZN. That's in-house money, y'all.
Yep.
Golden Boy, DAZN, Matchroom, all in-house money. They fuck the same hoes. You know what I'm saying? They fucking the same hoes that night. Everybody would have made the same kind of money, bro. You can't tell me that there was no money in that fight. It was never about the money. It's exactly what you say, right? Because fucking Oscar De La Hoya, he said this a long time ago. And this tipped you guys off about how much of a problem Demetrius Andrade presents for Canelo Alvarez, right? Mm-hmm. He said that Andrade was no reward, bro. He said that fighting Andrade would not do anything for Canelo. This is Andrade, who is the WBO champion. How the fuck does that not do anything for Canelo? What do you mean? He said Andrade wouldn't do anything for Canelo. Nobody knows the guy. It's a waste of time. But then, like a year later, somebody who we really don't know named Liam Smith gets the same belt and they fight him. So that told you it never had anything to do with Andrade's star power, the money they can make, none of that. It's about high risk and not even low reward, just high risk. That's it. It's about high risk. When they fought Liam Smith, that's what turned me on to what Canelo Alvarez was doing. That's what turned me on to it. Y'all sat there and said Demetrius Andrade was a nobody. Nobody knew who he was. He didn't bring anything to the table. But then you fought Liam Smith for the same belt.
Exact same belt.
Like a year later, bro.
Immediately after Liam Smith got the title.
A couple years later, actually. Yeah. Soon as he got the title. Didn't even let the nigga get a title defense, bro. Get a little title defense.
Listen, that nigga got two envelopes. The nigga got one envelope, then he got a box. They said, right. What's in the box? That's your title. What's in the envelope? That's Canelo Alvarez. You fight him.
Exactly, bro. Exactly, bro.
They gave the envelope first, then the box, nigga.
Yep. That shit right there turned me on to what Canelo was really all about. Canelo and Oscar De La Hoya, what they were really all about, what their plan was. So you're right, and we're gonna get back on topic, but I just wanted to say you're right. It has nothing to do with money when it comes to Andrade. It's all about risk. Yep. And all the shit that's out there about Andrade. Everybody says Andrade ain't never fought nobody. Oh, look at how he looked against Liam Williams, even though he beat the fuck out of the guy, right? But he didn't knock him out, so he looked bad, right? Oh, look who he's fighting and all these guys he's fighting. Oh, you know, he came up, was supposed to fight Billy Joe Saunders, even though Billy Joe Saunders had that white girl in his nasal spray. But no, everybody seems to forget that. They just say, nope. He didn't fight Billy Joe Saunders, and he was given a belt when he fought a guy nobody knew from Africa. That's all they ever say. So this narrative out there about Andrade and how he's not a, quote, real fighter, and he gets in the ring and gives Canelo problems, guess what happens to Canelo? Exactly, bro. They're going to be like, damn, the nigga wasn't as good as we all thought. Well, moving on from Canelo, next guy. That's what they're going to do. It's all about high risk. That's why he won't fight Andrade, man. Shout out to my man Heisenberg, put $5 on. He said, but the IBF stripped Canelo even though he requested to fight Andrade because Devianchenko priced himself out. End quote, Canelo nut huggers. Right. Exactly, bro.
That's exactly what they're saying. But at the end of the day, these guys can make money fighting themselves. And that's the reason why. This is why I love the old school. When Mike, the body snatcher, I want to make sure I'm saying his name right, Mike McCollum, when he was not getting the fights he wanted with Sugar Ray Leonard, Roberto Duran, Hagler, and Hearns, he went out and fought the other guys that wasn't getting in fights, Columbes and them guys, and made money. That's what he did. That's what these guys need to do. Fight each other. Guarantee y'all will make a bet. If you make the announcement, Demetrius Andrade versus Charlo right now, I'm not streaming it. I'm buying that motherfucker. I'll buy that motherfucker.
Right. Right.
I'll be like, yo, 2K, send somebody else. I'm buying this one. This gets my full support, nigga.
Listen, the zone. So the zone has pay-per-view coming up, right?
Yeah.
If that pay-per-view were Canelo Andrade, I'm buying it. Even though I got the zone, I'm still gonna buy it. Yep. And then I'm gonna buy it for my staff. You know what I'm saying? Real shit.
Exactly.
Canelo Bivol, not buying that. Nope. Y'all niggas better stream that. Y'all niggas better get y'all streaming fingertips out, bro.
Y'all better come up on somebody's password.
Yep. Can't even do that. It's the zone pay-per-view. You can't even use the password. It's the zone pay-per-view.
You're right about that.
You gotta pay for it. I'm not paying for fucking Bivol Canelo on a goddamn streaming app that I pay monthly for. Are you fucking kidding me? Actually, I pay yearly. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? And the business pays for that. I get that money back. But that's not the fucking point. That's not the fucking point. You know what I'm saying? There's a major tax write-off, all sorts of shit. But that's not the fucking point, Bo. I don't even want a tax write-off for fucking Bivol Canelo. Nope, don't want it. Now, if it was Andre Canelo, nigga, I'll buy that with my own money and not even ask for the write-off. Fuck it. Don't worry about it. Put the kind of money in my car for gas. It's all good. It's all good.
Exactly, bro.
It's all good.
It's all good, nigga. Good job, Eddie Hearn. Good job, DAZN. Good job, fucking everybody involved in making that fight. Here's my money. That's when I'll pay for it. No problems.
Yeah.
I'm not paying for fucking Canelo Bivol. Even though I'm not gonna shit on the matchup.
Right.
I'm not gonna shit on the matchup. And I told you this guys before. I don't shit on Canelo Bivol. I'm not. It's not the best matchup that could have been made, but it's not a bad one. But it's definitely not pay-per-view worthy. Nope.
Agreed. Definitely not pay-per-view worthy. All right, man. Lastly, this one I got to get to, man. I'm gonna combine these two together because one's not gonna take a long time. This shit about this nigga talking about something. I don't want to fight mandatories. Hold on, dog.
Who?
See, Charlo said he said I don't want to fight mandatories. I don't care about that. Yeah, Jermell. He said I don't want to fight mandatories. I don't care about. I'm not here to fight mandatories. I'm here for champions. Okay, hold on, dog. I remember a certain time when you was the WBC interim champion. There was a guy that was holding that belt. I think his name was Floyd Mayweather, and I believe you was running around pissed off because Floyd, when you was his mandatory, wasn't even looking at 154, let alone the WBC even making a move to make that fight.
Yep.
So did you forget about that? Like this nigga's really acting like he on some Canelo shit. I only want to fight champions. No, nigga, no, that's not who you are. No, no, nigga, that's not you. No, nigga, you need the mandatory because you know who your mandatories are. Your mandatories are niggas like Erickson Lubin. Your mandatories are niggas who like I think his name is Funfora, who Erickson Lubin is about to fight if he wins.
Fundora,
right? Fundora. You know what I'm saying? Your mandatory is Israel Mudriyov. Of course, he's been reordered to fight, old boy. Your mandatories are good motherfucking fighters, nigga. Your mandatories are worthy mandatories that you just might not beat. Okay?
Yeah, dog. You're right.
So I don't want to hear that shit from you. Once upon a time, you was somebody's mandatory, right? So no, man, you're gonna have to roll that one back. Put that back in your mouth, nigga.
Like, who do these niggas think they are, bro? You see what I'm saying? Like,
I don't know.
I hate this fucking era, bro. And I'm not saying this shit didn't happen like this before. You got niggas throwing away titles and shit back in the day. I understand, right? But as I said before, it didn't the prima donna shit that happens in this era did not happen as much in eras of yesteryear, bro. It did not happen as much. Yes, you had divas in the 90s, the 80s, the 70s, and further back. Yes, you did. Of course, right? Because human beings were a part of this shit. So yes, but the point is, men were built differently back then, bro.
Yeah.
Men were built differently. So you didn't have a lot of these prima donna diva ass niggas in boxing back then, as we do today. It's crazy how many divas there. Who the fuck does this nigga think he is, bro?
Like that shit got up under your skin. When you just mid sentence. Who the fuck? Like you thought about it again. Who the fuck did this?
Who is this? Like I'm just saying, bro. Like nigga, you got 3 belts, right? Excellent job. Not shitting on that. Great. You could have 4, but you got to draw. You know, whatever, right? But nigga, you're not above boxing. What boxing
and how boxing functions. You're not above that.
Exactly.
Nigga, Michael Jordan wasn't above basketball and how basketball fucking functions. See what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Shit, Michael Jordan still wasn't getting paid more than his goddamn endorsements with Nike. Because the NBA was like, nigga, this is what we give niggas. You take it or leave it. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You're the greatest of all time. We understand that. You've been in the league fucking at this time. You know, we're talking before the lockout. That's 14 years, bro. Right? Yep. He was getting dough, but he wasn't getting paid more than his endorsements. That's true. Now players get paid more than endorsements, right? But Jordan was still getting like $3 million a year, which is laughable because you got whack niggas in the NBA today getting $3 million a year, right?
Yeah, so niggas on the bench.
Yeah.
And they shoot at the end of the bench getting that.
Getting $3 million. Right. I know niggas that went to the NBA, bro, from high school and shit, and from my hometown that were getting that much. These niggas bounced from team to team and then went out the league. You know what I'm saying? But my point is, even Michael Jordan had to adhere to how the sport that he was playing, how it functions. And Jermell, you ain't no Michael Jordan of boxing, nigga. That's where that analogy comes into play.
Right.
You're more like a Nick Anderson. Nigga, Dennis Scott, nigga. I'm just, bro, real shit, nigga. Nigga, you're my fucking shit, man. This nigga Horace Grant, nigga. Fuck out of here. You gonna fight? WBC need to come out and be like, man, listen here, bro. We about to mandate this nigga right now. And you better fight him or we strip you. But I was supposed to fight Costa. Nope, not no more. If I was the WBC and I heard this interview, I'd turn into the IBF. Oh, you don't want to fight your mandatory bet. Hey, yo, Erickson Lubin, don't worry about your fight with Fundora. Fuck that, nigga. We got a title shot for you.
Yup.
We got a title shot for you, nigga.
This has now become a title shot, nigga. Come here.
Yup. Fundora, here's some step aside money, nigga. Move, nigga, move. Move out the way. Lubin, we got a title shot for you. Did you hear what this nigga just told Bryan Custer? He said, I ain't fighting no mandatories like we some bitch-ass niggas. Bet. Hey, yo, Lubin, Charlo mandated. That'll be the next fucking headline if I'm the WBC.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? However, the WBC is not going to do that. The sport is soft, y'all. It's soft, and there's a bunch of fucking divas in this sport. And that's mainly why it's so soft. A bunch of divas and fucking beta males run this shit. From the media all the way to the fighters, bro. Yep. Bunch of divas and fucking beta males, man. Nowhere in hell would this nigga, this Dennis Scott, comparison ass nigga in boxing.
John Sally.
Nigga Scott Burrell, nigga. Tony Kukoc, Judd Bushler ass nigga. Fuck out of here, bro.
Sam Elliott.
Young niggas don't know who we talking about at all, bro.
Hey, yo, what's that nigga that drafted after Akeem in the draft? Bowie, Sam Bowie.
Sam Bowie, yeah. Yeah, dog. Right. Come on, man. This nigga is not. Is him, my man Heisenberg. Hey, you wrong for that shit, dog.
The nigga said Dickie Simpkins.
Dickie Simpkins. Hey, you wrong for that shit. You wrong for that shit, Heisenberg. Dickie Simpkins, nigga.
Dickie Simpkins, goddamn.
Oh, man. But real shit, though, bro. Like, this nigga's not calling no shots, bro.
Ed Neely.
He's not calling no shots, bro. Y'all niggas wrong for that, bro. This nigga said Ed Neely. Y'all, he's not calling no shots if I'm the head of an organization that runs his belt, bro. You know what I'm saying? That nigga's getting super stripped. Nigga, I might take the belt off the nigga waist myself. You know what I'm saying? I'd go to that nigga's house, nigga.
Hey, sweetheart, is your daddy home? Hey,
right.
Is your daddy home? Is your daddy home?
Daddy, the WBC's at the door. I tell you, man. I'll take that belt off that nigga waist myself, bro. Shit. Talking about I ain't fighting no fucking mandatory. So get the fuck out of here, man. I just don't understand what these niggas think they are, bro. Like, Jermell, you did good, but you're not great, bro. You're not a great, man. You're not, bro. Like, if Canelo said this, I would be like, I'd be mad about it, just as mad as I am about this right now. Because I don't agree with niggas trying to run house. I don't like niggas trying to, or let me say this, the players actually running the sport. I hate that.
Yeah.
You know, like you see in football and NBA. Well, shit, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to get drafted by that team, so fuck it.
Oh, yeah.
I hate when they do that shit.
Man.
Nigga, you get drafted by the goddamn Timberwolves, nigga. Back then they was trash. But if you get drafted by the Timberwolves of the 90s, nigga, then that's who you fucking playing for. Fuck you talking about? You know, I ain't gonna get, I don't want to play for these niggas, you know what I'm saying, nigga. I'ma just stall out. Man, fuck him then. Move on to the next nigga. You know what I'm saying? But I hate when players try to run the sport. And that's what he's doing. If Canelo said this, I would be mad, just as upset, but it would be understandable because he is the face of boxing at this moment in time. You see what I'm saying? I'll be like, yeah, you know, it's stupid, it's fucked up, and I go off on a nigga like this too. But then at the end, I would end it with, but he is the face of boxing. You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Charlo, I can't say that.
No.
At the end of this, I'm gonna say, nigga, now you need to fight a mandatory. Yep. Now I want the Lubin fight to happen. Shit.
Think about this for a second. Just think what this nigga said. Anthony Joshua fought mandatories. This nigga did this is a nigga making more money than Charlo, more popular than Charlo, more liked than Charlo.
Yeah, you got more hoes than Charlo, all
more
of
hoes and more everything. Oh, in US and in UK.
Yep. Nigga got more hoes than him in his own country.
Probably in his own goddamn state. Nigga probably got more.
Probably.
And this nigga fought his mandatories. What the fuck is he talking about?
Niggas think they run the sport. I can't stand it, bro. Somebody in the chat earlier said something about you know, inflation's out of whack. Niggas gonna have to take pay cuts. I hope that shit happens. I've been told y'all, man. Promoters need to go back to robbing these motherfuckers, man. I hope that happens, bro. I hope to God inflation causes promoters to be like, guarantee went from 3 million to 300,000. I hope so.
I'm about to say something that's gonna send you over the roof because when you mentioned inflation, I just remember because I watched the interview. This nigga said, you know, if I have to fight a mandatory, if I'm gonna have to fight a man, I hope they pay me like a gazillion, triple times the amount of money to have to fight a mandatory.
Man, whatever, dog.
So you want more money to fight a mandatory than to fight for undisputed?
And here's the funny part. You know, motherfuckers have come to me, and y'all know I don't give a fuck about views and all that shit. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? You know, a wise man once told me, several wise men once told me, if you have a lot of niggas following you, bruh, you gotta weed out the fake. You know what I'm saying? To get to the real. You see what I'm saying? So if I don't care if this channel gets 8,000 views per fucking video or 100 views per fucking video. At the end of the day, the real is still gonna be on the internet. If niggas see it, they see it. If they don't, they fucking don't. All right. But at the end of the day, look, man. This Jermell Charlo, all these guys, right? All these guys got something to prove. They all got something to prove, bro. To me, honestly, you know, all these motherfuckers, like we talked about on the last show, the way, and they're gonna make me bring this dude up, and I don't really fucking like him, but I respect what he did in the ring. Floyd Mayweather, how he was beating niggas' asses.
Yeah.
Nobody's doing that today. I've yet to see a remarkable performance by any of these top level dudes that I can compare to what Floyd Mayweather did to Diego Corrales and Arturo Gatti and Ricky Hatton. You see what I'm saying? We talked about this, right?
Yeah, we did.
You guys are winning fights, right? But you're not putting on masterclass performances that would tell my son and my daughter who do boxing themselves, y'all need to watch this. Nobody's doing it. Terence Crawford did it against Victor Postal. I agree. That's probably it. That's probably it. So really, honestly, nobody in this era is doing anything to ruffle my motherfucking feathers, bro. Nobody doing nothing to lift my motherfucking skirt, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Nobody doing nothing. I'm never sitting around here like, damn, bro, can't wait to see this guy fight again, man. You see what he did in that last performance? No. Yeah. We might say these are nice matchups. Can't wait to see these matchups.
Right.
Yeah. Can't wait to see these fights. But there's no not, and this is the whole reason why we got into the fucking idea, right, of being objective. Because there was nobody to follow. That's where the objectiveness actually came from. There's nobody worth fucking following, bro. There's nobody worth saying that's my favorite fighter. Nobody. And it's been like that for over 10 years, bro, in my opinion. There's nobody worth that. Hell, even Floyd, the tail end of his career, he wasn't even worth it.
No, actually, you're right. I think after Hatton, really, you can say that was the last of the dominant performance we saw. I mean, he did good against Oscar. He soundly beat Oscar.
Marquez.
But as far as dominating, no. The Hatton fight was the last one.
For Floyd, it wasn't just he wasn't dominating. It was his antics. You see what I'm saying? Like his antics. I wasn't gonna sit there and be like, yeah, I fuck with that nigga right there. No, bro. Nope. I don't fuck with him. I like what he does in the ring. That's it.
Yeah.
I don't fuck with him. There's fights that I would have liked to see Floyd take. You see what I'm saying? But I don't fuck with him. I would have loved Floyd to go for undisputed. He didn't do it. Had opportunities, didn't do it.
Same thing. He was one fight away. I think Kell Brook, was it?
Yeah, Kell Brook. Then the WBO literally stripped that nigga on Sunday. You know what I'm saying? WBO was like, oh, you don't want to pay them sanctioning fees? We'll take that.
Yeah.
That's what they did. But Floyd was okay to let the shit go anyway. He was, like I said, wasn't paying the sanctioning fees. Floyd could have went after Kell Brook, fought him in the UK, fuck it. Or could have brought him to Las Vegas, whatever. Right? He would have whooped Kell Brook's ass undisputed. Easy work. Would have solidified his legacy even more. Right? Andre Ward's made bad decisions in boxing.
Yeah, we talked about that.
Can't say he was my favorite fighter. Couldn't fuck with that nigga. Right? Guillermo Rigondeaux. He was being ducked, but he was being ducked and stayed inactive. I'm not going to fight nobody. Fuck it. I'm going to make these guys fight me, and I'll just be inactive. Couldn't say he was my favorite fighter. Right?
Yep.
So the last favorite fighter I had was Roy Jones Jr., bro. And that was before the 2000s. Or that was before 2005. So going back to, not really caring who sees this video and all that, a lot of cats will come to me. They would say, man, dog, I like your show. I like what you do. But, man, if you, wasn't so disrespectful to the fighters and the trainers, man, you could get a lot more views. You understand what I'm saying? No, nigga, I don't. I don't give a fuck. Right? Because at the end of the day, I'm a fan of the sport. I'm not a fan of who makes up the sport. I'm a fan of the sport itself, meaning Charlo, Crawford, Spence, Joshua, Wilder, Fury, Usyk, right? Juan Francisco Estrada, Roman Gonzalez, Noye Inoue, Nonito Donaire. All them motherfuckers can retire tomorrow. I'm still liking boxing.
Yep.
So I don't care about the feelings of the fucking fighter. Don't care. Because boxing will still be around when all of them are gone.
I'm gonna tell you why I don't give a fuck. Because that's okay, my bad.
Before you do that, hold on 1 second. So at the end of the day, bro, if you feel like this is disrespect, us sound, what we say and doing what we do on this fucking show, Charlo out here telling you that he won't fight mandatories, that he needs to get paid a gazillion, bajillion, zazillion dollars to fight this guy and that guy. Canelo not making the fights that fans are fucking literally asking for, right? Talking about some doo-doo fucking Makabu. You got Noye Inoue. He should have been fought Casemiro. That fight's not getting made. You got fucking Crawford and Spence talking about basically what type of money this nigga gonna get, what type of money that motherfucker gonna get. Got fans out here talking about, yeah, it's okay to marinate. Nigga, these motherfuckers have ducked so much because of money that not even the fans are fucking promoters now. Well, business-wise, if you do this, and you marinate the fight for 2 years, honestly, they're gonna make 2% on top of the capital. Shut the fuck up, nigga.
2% on top of
They'll make about 2% on top of the capital. Yeah, precisely, it's what I believe. Shut the fuck up. It was so much fucking ducking and money chasing and nothing about legacy in this era. You got fans thinking they fucking promoters, bro.
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm in here disrespecting fighters, at the end of the day, it's because those fighters are disrespecting y'all. That's why. And disrespecting me as a fan of the sport. That's why I'm in here disrespecting these niggas. Get mad at Charlo and all these other motherfuckers not giving you the fights that you're asking for. And telling you as a fan, gotta pay your money so they can get their money before a fight is fucking made. Get mad at them. Don't get mad at 2K, man. Go ahead, bro.
I was just going to say, the thing that pissed me off about that is to say that statement that, we would get more, we weren't disrespectful. You do understand ESPN has disrespected the shit out of Charlo several times. And he still goes and talks to them.
We're not
you
ESPN. That's a different. But those guys are like a world-renowned network. That's what that's how niggas sound, bro.
That's how they sound. But at the end of the day, if you're disrespected, you should not get that motherfucker at the time of day. I don't give a fuck who he is. If you're disrespected, okay, motherfucker disrespects you. I don't care if it's your parent, motherfucker. Man, I've told my own mama, look here, man, you can't come back over here until you fix that.
Yep.
You came over here with some bullshit. I politely told her, Mom, I need you to leave. And understand that you can't come back until this is fixed. Yep. Okay. So at the end of the day, for me, man, don't talk to me about, if I'd say to do this. Hey, man, listen. Actually, whether it's negative, positive, this is giving this motherfucker some fucking attention at the end of the goddamn day. So now there you go. And now if you don't like what we got to say, well, tell the nigga stop saying bullshit. We won't have nothing to say about it.
Got nothing to say. Yeah, we can come on here and talk great about boxing all day long, right? But we would have to pick and choose and try to figure this shit out. It's much easier to point out the bullshit because it's all there. It's all there. Every day we wake up and we cover in the sport, we run into bullshit. And that's why we try to get, we talk about some fighters that you guys might not have heard of or try to, get into other fighters and talk about them and shit to even have some glimmer of goodness.
Yeah.
But the sport is so fucking watered down and so fake. There's so many divas in this motherfucker. It's hard to do it. It's hard.
Very hard to do it. And speaking of that, the motherfucker even had a message with Terence Crawford. He told him, hey, man, you got business to take care of 147. Don't be talking about coming up here 154. I'll fuck you up. What?
Why would you say that? Like, all right, so at the end of the day, I would have been like, if that's me, I'd have been like, yeah, bring your ass up to 154, bro. You in my division. I would talk shit like that. I wouldn't say, I'll fuck you up. You better concentrate on Spence. Why you gotta say what? See, PR, like I said, PR people, bro. Like even Terence Crawford, you mentioned this, and shout out to my man Igor Tarasayuk. He said Usyk isn't ducking. No, he's not. And we don't ever have much bad to say about Usyk. Don't think have I said anything bad about Usyk? No. Don't think I have. I think the only thing I said was he didn't fight well against Michael Hunter and Mars Bradis. I think that was the only thing I ever said bad about Usyk. That was I'm saying. But yeah, he's right. Usyk ain't ducking. There's quite a few others that aren't ducking, but the big noticeable names, we're always trying to sift through their bullshit of them wanting more money, wanting this, wanting that, etc., instead of actually being able to get straight to the point with these guys that should get the spotlight. You see what I'm saying? And plus, niggas want to hear us talk shit anyway. That's, people. I think people understand the state of boxing. They want to hear the shit talk. Anyway.
Mm-hmm. We say what you motherfuckers can't say.
We say what y'all can't say. Right. Exactly, man. But yeah, no, at the end of the day, bro, like, yeah, like I said, these guys are disrespecting the hell out of y'all telling y'all gotta pay exorbitant amounts of money. Like what the zone is pulling with this Canelo shit, fans should be mad globally, bro. They should be pissed.
Yeah, I agree with that.
The whole point of fucking the zone was to have an app where they would abolish pay-per-view, bro. That was the whole fucking point.
Whole fucking point.
Matter of fact, that was the point of PBC. PBC, we bringing boxing back to television. No more pay-per-views. Well, them niggas reneged on that shit years ago.
Them niggas saw the money from Floyd and Manny Pacquiao. Oh, wait.
Well, you know. Nah, here it is, bro.
I mean, these guys' purses, they've gotten out of control. I mean, come on.
Yeah, it is. I don't give a fuck what I said, nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's what Al Hammond did to everybody. But Al, I thought you said no pay-per-view. I don't give a fuck what I said. That's what Eddie Hearn just did to everybody. But Hearn, I pay $99 a year for DAZN. I thought you said no pay-per-view. I don't give a fuck what I said, nigga. That's what they're doing to y'all, man. Y'all should be pissed worldwide. Yeah. Everyone. Boxing fans, anyway, should be pissed.
Especially for this pay-per-view.
They're going to put Canelo, listen, fuck Bivol. They're going to put Canelo Triple G on pay-per-view. The third one, dog. Are you kidding me, nigga?
That nobody's even asked for. Hell, Canelo himself, which we broke it down, Canelo himself said he don't even know why.
He don't even know. He said, I think 2 fights is enough.
But then
said, it's a good deal. He said, I know why I'm getting money. That's what we said.
Yeah.
This shit crazy, man. Like I said, so if y'all got a problem with us disrespecting fighters or whatever the fuck you think it is, I suggest you go back and look at what these fighters are doing and ask yourself if that fucking disrespect is actually warranted. Real talk.
No, I agree 1,000 freaking percent. And so for us, man, we're about the sport of boxing. When you're about the sport of boxing, you don't have an agenda, which is the reason why one day we can tell you Timothy Bradley lost his mind. Then the next day we could be like, man, that Timothy Bradley, he said something good because the dead clock is right twice a day. Hey, you saying PBC blackball Crawford. That's not what Crawford said. Crawford, that's not what Crawford said. Crawford specifically made it very clear that it was because he thought Bob could get him to fight. That's why he re-signed with it. And then it was the promoters keeping the fight from happening. Crawford lost it against Bob Arams and saying that Bob is the reason why he couldn't get the fight. So you can't say PBC because Crawford's not saying that, man.
Yeah, Crawford is blaming Top Rank 100% at this moment in time. But at the end of the day, and the thing is with that is, a lot of the narratives that get pushed around. But see, I don't blame Jamie. Mm-hmm. I don't blame anybody. Like the fans that are taking these narratives and using it as their, as arguing points and on social media or at your local barbershop, wherever it is. I don't really blame them 100%.
I agree.
Because at the end of the day, as I just said, if we didn't have all these fucking divas and all this bullshit going on in boxing, there wouldn't be any fucking narratives to get messed up. You see what I'm saying? There wouldn't be a situation where we got to take my man Jamie's comment and then tell him, well, Crawford didn't say that. He said this. None of that would even exist.
Very true.
You see what I'm saying? Just think about it. And I understand social media didn't exist back then, but we still had ways of communicating, y'all. We didn't just learn how to communicate with one another in the social media era. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah, nigga. We was communicating back when you had to pick up a payphone and call a nigga.
Exactly. Boxing, I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. Boxing was still being talked about.
Yeah, it was.
As much as it ever was today back then, bro. You just did it more so in person or over the phone. You know what I'm saying? Now, older heads, you young niggas got to sit out on this one. Older heads, you tell me, when were we ever arguing back in the day, right, about money? You know what I'm saying? Between two, this fighter should get more money than this fighter. Then this never happened.
Nigga, I never knew A side, B side until the 2000s.
Until Floyd and Mayweather.
That's what, yeah, exactly. Nigga, I never knew what a nigga's purse was. I never knew what niggas got paid.
No.
Until I'm like,
never
knew that, man.
Never talked about that. We never had a discussion about networks because the networks are never that fucking strong back then. You know what I'm saying? Yep. It was more so actually managers were stronger than the networks.
Yeah.
Y'all understand it was Riddick Bowe's manager that told him to throw that title away, bro.
Rocky Newman. Rocky Newman.
Yep. Rock Newman. Yep. Told Riddick Bowe, hey man, get that shit out of here. Riddick Bowe said, you know what? You fucking right. Actually, let me do it in Riddick Bowe voice. You know that? Get that fucking right. That's fucked up, bro. I need to smack myself for that shit, bro.
No, you don't. No, you don't. Because that's how that nigga suffered.
That's his voice today. You know that, right? You favorite. Rock Newman, like, all right, nigga, just do what I said. Whatever the fuck you just said. Just do what I said, bro. That's fucked up, bro. I should get slapped for that one, bro. But I won't.
Oh, man.
But I won't. But nah, man, real talk though, dog. We didn't have those conversations, man. Networks saying that they blackballing this guy and money not right over here. And, you know, this guy should get 50-50 because he was undisputed at this division. We never had those conversations, bro.
Yeah.
The conversations we had was literally, well, shit, Sugar Ray Leonard don't want to fight Aaron Pryor because the nigga know he'll fuck him up. That was our conversations, bro.
No,
that was, and it was left like that.
Yep.
That's it. It was left like that.
And then the nigga was gonna fight till he had that fucking eye issue.
The retina problem. Right.
Yep.
So, attached retina. Right.
Nothing we can do.
so like I said, I don't think it's the social media age as to why we have all these stupid ass narratives. It's not social media, bro. It's the people that make up the sport today. Because we could have had them same narratives back then, but men were built differently back then. Yeah. Didn't care about all that shit. It was about fighting niggas, bro. That's what it was about. Today, it's about money. So it's about mental illness. That nigga Usyk Victories was mentally ill his entire fucking career.
And still fought.
And still won the big fights that he fought in. Chris Bird, David Tua. Yeah. Nigga mentally ill than a motherfucker, beating big time names, bro. That nigga, bro, that nigga probably after each fight, nigga, I'm about to say some fucked up shit. After each fight, there's like, what's up, Ike? Say your ABCs. A, B, F, D, X, Y, Z. That's probably what that nigga said, bro.
I'm finna go beat a bitch for me. Oh, come on, man. We can't be like that. You got me being like, that's fucked up, too.
Oh, shit. I'm serious, nigga. Usyk Victories was mentally ill than a motherfucker, man. Paul Spadafore mentally ill and shit. Nigga stabbing his wife up, her girlfriend up, and then go fight a nigga. Man, nigga, Diego Corrales was mentally ill.
That nigga got arrested after the fight. They hauled him out the arena in handcuffs. I'll never forget that. He got hauled out the arena in handcuffs, nigga. God damn.
Yeah, dog. This nigga Diego Corrales go beat up his girlfriend, then go beat a nigga in the ring. Come on, man.
Hell yeah.
Motherfuckers top tier fighters, you right. Was Frank Bell? Hell yeah, he could have been. Man, I'm still mad about Ike, man. Yeah, he could have been, dog. But you know, these guys, niggas today so fucking soft, man. My wife caught me cheating, man. Fuck, I'm done. I can't do it. I'm checked out. I can't do it.
Yeah, okay.
Niggas lose a fight. Oh, I just need a break. Niggas get their ass whooped after talking so much shit. His gloves were loaded. No, they weren't. Well, my costume was too heavy. Your last costume before that was heavier than that one. Well, my trainer spiked my goddamn water bottle. fuck out of here, man.
I got the autopsy report to prove it.
Nigga, the morgue sent me the autopsy report themselves. The morgue, Deontay? Yes.
Yeah.
The morgue. All right.
Yep. Hey, good point, Jamie. Mike Tyson, we found out after he was out of boxing, this nigga was mentally ill.
Oh, man, Mike Tyson was mentally so fucked up. Mike Tyson was fucked up as a teenager, bro. This nigga wasn't even in boxing yet and was mentally ill, bro. That's why Cus D'Amato was all. That's why Cus D'Amato was like, nigga, literally, bro. You see how in school how the you already know I'm going. You see how when you was in school how the teacher's aide used to handle the retarded kids, bro. That's how Cus was fucking handling Mike Tyson.
Hey man, even in school, you had to be like for you to go to the special school. If you was mentally ill, you went to the same school as everybody motherfucking.
Man, look here, dog. Mike was so mentally ill. They gave that nigga a yellow vehicle. That nigga was not on a yellow short bus. These nigga said, nigga, the bus too goddamn long for you. You need a yellow two-seated vehicle, motherfucker. That nigga was extremely mentally ill, bro.
Oh man,
Cus D'Amato wouldn't let that nigga cross the street by himself, bro.
No.
Now come on, Mike. You know you gotta hold my hand.
Yep.
Yeah, bro. I'm just scared.
And then it's about being depressed. These niggas was getting robbed for millions.
Yep.
Lifestyles being changed. Nigga retired from boxing, found out I ain't got no money. Nigga was not depressed. Nigga was not depressed.
Bill Caton told Mike, don't go to Don King. Everybody knew that.
Mm-hmm.
Don't go to Don King. The nigga went anyway. They told him, you're gonna get robbed.
Mm-hmm.
They told him, you're gonna get robbed.
Oh man. Michael Jordan, Bobby Bonilla, Barry Bonds all told that nigga, don't fuck with Robin. Don't do it. He did it anyway and was still knocking niggas out. beat niggas in the street. Mitch Green beat niggas in the street.
Man, that's sad, bro. I'm trying to tell you, man.
I'm just saying, man.
These niggas soft today, man.
Trevor Burby confronted Larry Holmes fucking with his wife. Remember
yep.
These niggas was not. Y'all niggas, I'm just saying, man. Niggas today see their girlfriend and an Instagram picture with another nigga. Oh, it's over. It's over. It's over.
Niggas go out and lose 5 fights in a row and shit afterwards, bro. Made no goddamn sense. Right, Max? Oliver McCall used to sniff an 8-ball and go fight a nigga. plenty of people on plenty of people on Oliver McCall's team have mentioned now that they knew Oliver McCall was high, bro, before and after fights. They knew this. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
Shout out to my man Ron Finkley did a 199 stick. Appreciate that. Exactly. Like they knew this nigga was high before fights and after fights. They knew this. But they were like, fuck it. What can we do? Niggas still want to fight. Bro, you got niggas that feel like they're not getting paid enough that enter the ring. And this is today's era. Enter the ring, bell rings, and they exit the ring.
What was that, Nick? Curtis Harper? Was that
Curtis
his name?
Harper. Now, when you look at Curtis Harper's picture, this nigga looks like somebody made this nigga out of Play-Doh. Like my 4-year-old daughter was like, look, Dad. Look at the clay man I made. That's what Curtis Harper looked like, bro. Nigga got fat on top of fat, bro. Ain't beat nobody worth mentioning. And even he's complaining about money. I'm done, bro. I can't, bro. I'm done, bro.
All right, man. We gotta go.
Oh my God, bro. When you're right, you're right. It is what it is, man.
We just gotta go, man. You got Roman Gonzalez telling niggas after the win against Martinez, I'll fight anybody as long as you niggas pay me right.
He did say that, didn't he?
I'll fight anybody as long as you niggas pay me right.
I was like, what the fuck? When he said that, I was like, huh. Nigga, so basically, putting Roman Gonzalez up there, and you know what? It did, because remember, he had that beef with Oscar De La Hoya.
Yep, some years ago. Yep.
Putting him up there at number one contender, because at the time, Roman was co-promoted by Tegan and Golden Boy. I think he still is, actually, by Tegan and Golden Boy. But nigga said, yeah, you don't put me up there at the top, nigga. Where my money at? If Oscar had never done that, Roman wouldn't be saying that. Nigga wouldn't have said that shit, bro. You got a little nigga 115, he's 115 now, but back then at that time, I think Roman was he 112 when he did that? Because I don't think he went to 115 yet when that argument happened, dog.
No, he hadn't.
This motherfucker, yeah, you know what I'm saying, shit, nigga, got paid, nigga. You looking at a nigga 5'1", weigh as much as your damn your kid in fucking elementary school talking about, you better pay me, nigga. It is what it is. Size don't matter. I'm just saying, though, bro. That never happened back then. That's all I'm saying. No. That's all I'm saying, bro.
And when it did, you had gangster motherfuckers like Bob Arams and shit. When Timothy Bradley was talking about something. Well, I want to kind of negotiate my contract. That nigga got a draw against Diego Chavez. Have you learned your lesson?
Oh my god, bro!
He got a draw. He said,
"I got a draw."
Now, did you learn your lesson?
Yep.
Nigga, sign this goddamn contract.
Shut the fuck up.
All right, man. Let's go to 3kingsboxing.com. Go to 3kingsboxing.com, dog, for the latest and greatest. What's going on in sport of boxing, man? Thank y'all for being here, man. Like my man always say, hey, man, don't take it personal. But if you do, probably take us out.
Yeah, y'all already know, bro. If you take it personal,
I don't give a fuck.
Word up, man. Hit us up on Twitter at 3kingsboxing, Instagram at 3kingsboxing. Tell us how much you hate how we disrespect the fighters and the trainers and promoters and the networks. Let us know all of that. Hit us up on 3 Kings Boxing on the Facebook page. Also, hit this motherfucking like button. Hit this subscribe button on Prodigy Boxing Talk, the YouTube channel. Hit them notification bells so you can hear much more disrespect coming tomorrow, the next day, and the next day after that. As long as the fighters going to say stupid shit, promoters, networks are going to say stupid shit, we will be here to disrespect them. If you want to hear that, go ahead and hit that notification bell so you can know when we go live. Appreciate everybody in the chat. This one went over because we was, like my man JL David said, we was on a roll. Shit was funny. Had to keep going. You know what I'm saying? Shit was funny. Everything we said was right. Had to keep goddamn going, bro. All right? But it mostly won't be this long. You know what I'm saying? On the other shows. But definitely appreciate everybody in the chat that stuck around this long. Appreciate all the donations here and to the PayPal. Definitely appreciate that. And to the next one, we out this bitch.